guys, we are back. Always good to see you. Hi there. I have a lot of energy this morning. We are the Cana Girl and Christy podcast with...
I'm Barbara.
Kelly.
Barbara Kelly.
And I'm Christy Huffman, and we're so glad that you have joined us today.
Yes.
We have some fun stuff coming up. I've started a little bit about what's new because I always love to talk about what's happening in Corsicana.
And there's a lot of good things happening in Corsicana.
There are a lot of good things. I'm going to look at my list here. So some of them, it's the big opening. So we know TJ Maxx is coming.
Yeah.
It's the last of the 4 stores over by Walmart in that area of town. And so we know that TJ Maxx is doing their opening. Corsicana Daily Sun has said the official date is going to be Thursday, April 17th. So do you remember that old Mervyn's commercial where the lady said, open, open, open?
Yes.
I think I'm going to be there maybe before 8 a.m. So y'all plan to see this face.
And I actually have not been out there. I think I went to Hobby Lobby like this one time, and it was right before it closed.
We'll have to get our shop on.
Yeah.
We're also in a wonderful place. If you haven't been down here, we are at the...
In Main Street,
Main Street, the Corsicana Visitors Office.
Yes.
And it looks like an explosion of everything. Corsicana, Texas. I just have to show folks some of our fun stuff.
Yes.
They have the Corsicana hats. This one's in blue.
We've got this one right here, red.
There is a Corsicana book. I just bought these. Have you ever seen these cute little car coasters?
Yes.
So it keeps your car kind of neat and tidy. Well, we have some for our very own Corsicana.
We got some mugs.
And who did that artwork on those?
Carly Haney.
Carly?
The famous Carly Haney.
The infamous Carly Haney.
Yes.
Exactly. And there's some other cute Texas ones, and I love those.
Everything Corsicana is here at the Visitor Center. So if you want to purchase some things representing our city, come down here to the Visitor Center. You can find everything pretty much. And
they make some great presents, t-shirts, everything. So we'll give you a little bit more of a look at that in a little bit. But okay, we also have Derrick Days coming up.
Yeah.
That's the end of April 26th, I believe. It's the last Saturday. It's always the last Saturday of April. And a little bit about the history of that. You and I both know it's been around over 40 years, I believe.
Yeah. We were known to have the first all there in what?
It was one of the biggest, I know.
Biggest,
we'll have to get Lori.
We have a little bit more history. We have our guest who's coming in. She'll give us a little history on it.
She'll give us a little bit of a history, and oh my goodness, I'm going to be living for some of the stuff that's coming up. I don't think I want to quite give that away just yet. I think we'll let Lori tell us more about that, and we'll have some fun stuff. We're gonna have some maybe some surprise guests coming. So
exciting times.
Yeah, exciting times. May 3rd, we also have the Micronesian Festival coming up.
Yes. I went last year. It was awesome. I mean, the atmosphere, the music, the food. If you want to experience a different culture, you need to go to the Micronesian Festival. It's packed. It's at the Cook Center.
Yes.
And I would get there early because it's standing room pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's Saturday, May 3rd, and I believe it's in the evening, and it is a free event, and they have food, they have entertainment.
Yes.
I think that's such a neat way to get to know another part of our community because we have a large Polynesian population around the area.
Yes.
So I just thought that sounds like a whole lot of fun.
And that same day is election day for our city, so we will have city elections on that day.
That's right.
So make sure you vote.
Rock the vote, folks.
Yes.
Also, I heard this the other day that Coach Monica Aldama is going to be a producer. Actually, she's going to be executive producer of a TV show that's coming up on NBC.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that too.
It's called Stumble, and I believe it's a comedy. And of course, what is it? What are they going to be talking about?
Cheer.
So it's it's not a reality show this time. I'd love to catch up with her, so maybe we need to put the word out. Monica, give us a call.
Yes. We'd love to have you on our podcast.
Love to have you on our podcast. I'd also love to talk to, because we're in cheer season for them, maybe talk to Dustin Velasquez, who's the new cheer coach out there, and really, he and his wife are just wonderful folks, lovely people. So we'll see if we can work on getting them on our podcast. What else do you have?
you know, we're in the spring season, so, you know, of course, everybody's out in their yards, you know, getting their yard work done and all the growing all their different plants and all that. So
Bluebonnets are out.
yeah, bluebonnets. You know, we're state of Texas, our state flower, bluebonnets, and so you can drive along the highways and see all the bluebonnets. But you know, it's just spring. I'm just happy to see spring.
Oh, I am too. And you know, Ennis has the big Bluebonnet Festival that runs
yes.
most of the month, I believe.
Yes.
So
If you've never gone to the Bluebonnet Festival, you should.
I'm sure some great photo ops.
Yes.
Along with probably food and entertainment and other things.
Yes.
Anything else going on?
No, just our city stuff, you know.
Well, and we also want to do a shout out to Jim Lillis.
Yes. Hey, Jim.
Jim's behind the camera. You won't see him. He's a little camera shy. But he's doing our technical work on the show for us. And so we want to give a shout out to him. And great job.
Thank you, Jim.
We're going to take a break. And when we come back, Miss Lori Haney will be with us.
Yay. See you soon.
Come and knock on our door. I told you we were going to have a special guest. We are the Cana Girl and Christy podcast. Joining us is Lori Haney, who is with Derrick Days and has been with Derrick Days for
many years. I'm married into Derrick Days, actually.
Derrick Days, honest, yes.
Some people don't know this, but Brad's dad was actually on the committee that started Derrick Days.
Oh, really?
Back in 1976, when the United States was celebrating the sesquicentennial, Neil Haney and some other local businessmen said, "Hey, we need to celebrate Corsicana. We need to celebrate our history."
Yes.
So that's when it all began, and so we've been doing this for almost 50 years.
Wow.
That's fabulous.
Next year will be 50 years.
And you carry this on. We know the late, great Brad.
Mr. Derrick Days.
Mr. Derrick Days.
I love Brad a lot, and like I said, I married into Derrick Days. I didn't really have a choice but to help, and as he got older and couldn't hear as well, and sometimes not being able to hear is a good thing when people are complaining. But
yes.
My favorite thing that he would do is people would come up and say, "Hey, I don't like the way blah 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 blah," and he'd say, "Hang on, give me that paper and pencil, write your name down, we're going to let you be in charge of that next year."
There you go.
And suddenly it's not a problem anymore.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Well, just so folks know what the getup is.
This is Mrs. Roper.
Yes.
Mrs. Roper from Three's Company, a throwback also to the 70s.
Yes.
And how is that going to play into Derrick Days? I didn't just lose my mind this morning. And
I don't know what you're talking about. Actually, Amy Tidwell, who coordinates the Sip and Stroll for us on Thursday night, it's from 5 to 7. The music will go from 5 to 7:30. And we're having a Mrs. Roper dress-like contest.
Yes.
And there will be prizes for that. So hopefully a lot of people will get involved and get into that. It's been the talk of the town, from what I understand. People are already planning.
I can't imagine.
I see you're ready.
Yeah.
Yes, I've got friends that are lined up as well. Barbara knows.
Yes, I
she
have my
didn't get
stuff
her
ordered.
wig,
Yeah,
but
I'm
that's
wig.
okay.
It's on the way.
You still got a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
So you're good.
it's
She
on the
has
way.
her
It's supposed to be here today.
Okay.
She has her beautiful, colorful dress.
She does.
She's feeling the Mrs.
She
Roper
does. I love
vibes. So
We try every year to change up a little something here and a little something there. And we actually started the Sip and Stroll to try to help the downtown merchants, because most of them are closed on Saturdays. And so we thought if we could do something to bring a little business to downtown on Thursday night.
absolutely.
And then the Main Street kind of picked up on that and started doing it every second Saturday. So I don't know, hopefully people still enjoy doing it and it's not become too much of a burden for the businesses.
Right, fantastic. What are some other things that are happening for Derrick Days, things that you think are really going to draw folks
On
in?
Wednesday from 11 to 1 at the original Pocket Park across the street.
Yes.
We have Steve Colburn singing. We have hot dogs and cookies and chips and drinks. And that's our usual kickoff for Derrick Days week. On Thursday, the Sip and Stroll, of course. And then on Friday night, we have the block party. And several years ago, we had a group called the Sloppy Joe Band out of Waco.
Yes,
they're amazing. They
Yeah.
they cover all genres of music, and they're back this year.
Fantastic.
I believe they're playing from 7 to 10. There'll be some food trucks there at 5:30 or 6. So bring your lawn chairs, BYOB, and come out and have a good time. It's, you know, a family event. It'll be right next to the chili cook-off.
Right.
And, you know, that's a big thing. Those people start coming in at 8 o'clock on Friday and set up their campers and start cooking, and you can smell
Seeing the smoke.
you
It's
can
a
smell the
huge
barbecue.
deal.
And it's not just a chili cook-off. They actually have a category for brisket and a category for beans. And actually, I think we had more entries in the brisket competition last year than anything. So.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to judge. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, you need to
Really?
contact Rogers Boyd because he's coordinating the judges, and he's pretty serious about getting those slots filled up ahead of time.
Okay.
So you might want to call in today.
Okay, we'll take note of that. What are some new things? I think I saw that we're actually bringing back the tours.
We kind of kicked off the oil tours again last year,
Okay.
working with Enoch Vasnet and the Preservation Foundation.
Yes.
And we have oil tours at, I think, 10, 1, and 3. And they'll show a little video in the Fader Theater behind
Yes.
the warehouse. They're on 6th. And you watch the video, and then Northside Baptist is letting us use their
That's
bus.
good.
And they'll drive around and see some of the key points like the mobile tank farm and
Sure.
where Tuckertown was, and you know, some other key points. And you know, we're glad to have that because we need to talk about why we celebrate.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Especially for the
It was
younger,
the heart
younger
of-
Yeah.
generation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Part of why we're doing it.
Mhm.
Is there anything new this year? I know you
We
usually try to
have,
do something fun. And,
We did add a walk-through maze. It's going to be down near the car show entrance, kind of behind where K&K Barbecue is, down here in
Okay.
this first block on Beaton. A young man approached us, and he has built this giant maze, and you're like given a number when you're walking through, and there's all kinds of envelopes in there, and you have to find the envelope with your number on it to see what prize you won. There's like some I don't know what kind of prizes he has, but we're kind of excited about adding that. Of course, the car show, we usually have at least 100 units in the car show. Justin Bell does a great job coordinating that.
Let's talk about some food. I know before we've had Fletcher's.
We do have Fletcher's coming back, and we
Awesome.
also have Pearlie's Southern Kitchen from also from the State Fair. They have deep fried potato salad
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
and deep fried peach cobbler, which I'm
Oh.
anxious to try. We have some of our local food trucks, as well as some others from, you know, some of the ones that come every year, and then we've got a few that are new ones also. I think there's a total of 25 food vendors.
Okay, great.
And then we've got 80 plus marketplace vendors.
Yes.
And you will see a few of our sponsors in the marketplace area also. We changed a few years ago where people can't just market their home health business or their insurance business unless they're a sponsor. If they're a sponsor, they can
Fantastic.
market their business. So that kind of helped us a little bit get more people involved.
If I'm
Sponsor
somebody
us.
sitting at home going, oh, okay, it's just Derrick Days, why would you say you need to get your hiney out here and come visit?
Well, you know, there's a lot of people that haven't been to Derrick Days in 10 years, and you know, they say, oh, it's just a bunch of intoxicated people stumbling around, and that is not the case at all. It's a family event. We have some free kids activities at the corner of 5th and Main. The city is doing a foam party. The Parks and Recs department's doing a foam party again. They've moved it out of the pocket park onto that empty lot. We'll have bounce houses. We'll have sidewalk chalk and cornhole and a magician, and we'll have free face painting from 12 to 3. That's the time for the foam party also. If you haven't been to Derrick Days in the last 10 years, you haven't been to Derrick Days, because some of the things are the same, but there's a lot that you probably haven't seen. So come on out. It's like I said, it's a family event. There's something for everybody. We've got live music. We're also adding a second stage this year near the Chase Bank building. Chris Edmiston is working on developing that property. We'll have the animal adoption there like we usually do in that little grass area. Always excited about seeing how many dogs we can find new homes for.
I think it's wonderful. Absolutely.
Always working with those people. They're good people. He's also going to have some bounce houses and some entertainment. He's trying to maybe get the Navarro cheer team to come out and do some things there too.
Okay.
And he's also trying to coordinate maybe some pickleball. We'll see
Oh,
how all
fun.
that.
Okay.
Sounds
And
like
again,
fun.
if you can't make it out that Saturday, you have the other events going on. I know we've been to both of those, the Sip
Yeah.
and Stroll.
Yeah.
Of course, we'll be making it out this year.
Yeah.
For sure.
So it starts on Wednesday. Oh, and the other thing I didn't mention is the Old Town Mini-Thon. The
Okay.
Lions Club
That's
does
right.
that every year in memory of Brian Hutchins, who used to coordinate
Yes.
that event. He passed away suddenly, and so they do the memorial run for him now, and Richard Phillips is the contact person for that. You can register for that online. There's a cornhole tournament behind Prosperity Bank.
Fun.
That registration is online. Go to www.derrickdays.com. You can click, and there you can see a lot of more information there. Carly does all of our design work and advertising and social media and all that, and she's done a great job this year.
The talented
yeah.
Carly Haney.
Yeah, she did
She
this
even
design.
Did this one.
Famous.
Yeah, I birthed that child. And you know, I enjoy seeing her be successful with our business, but she does what she does also because she loved Brad Haney. And even back when she was in college, she started getting involved doing the design work and stuff, and she does a great job trying to make sure when you see a poster, you're like, oh wait, that's Derrick Days. I recognize the design there and the colors and everything. So we're looking forward to a good time. We're hoping all this rainy weather gets out of the way this week, because you know, we always have a little rain the week of Derrick Days, and we've just learned to punt because, you know, you can't change it to the next weekend.
What we do this time of year.
It is.
So we are so grateful to you. Of course, we're grateful to Brad and to your family and to
Well, thank
Carly.
you.
And so thank you for doing this.
Oh,
But,
absolutely.
folks, you've got to come out.
Yes,
Even if
come
you
to
don't
Derrick
make it
Days.
to Derrick
Yes.
Days, come to the events leading up. It's a ton of fun, and it's a great way to meet your neighbors and to be
And come with
involved.
an empty stomach, because you know.
Once again, on Wednesday from 11 to 1 at the Pocket Park is the hot dog lunch. Thursday night from 5 to 7:30ish is the sip and stroll. And Friday night is the block party, lots of fun. And then all day Saturday, there's all kinds of events. And you can find more information at www.derrickdays.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for updates.
She's got all the info.
Yes.
Be there. Well, here we are again. We're going to wrap up the Cana Girl, and maybe it's Mrs. Roper show today, but no, really, it's the Cana Girl and Christy show. We want to say a big thank you to Amy Tidwell and her staff here at the Visitor Center.
Yes.
They have this fabulous stuff here.
Merch.
Pillows, merch.
All kinds of merch.
Goodness stuff. Anything you could ever want. So if you're
Yes.
looking for gifts, if you need more information about Corsicana, if you want to know something that's happening in the town, this is the place to be. Come by
they
and
have all
visit
kinds of
them.
stuff. They do
Exactly.
all kinds of stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So as we end our show today, we want to invite folks to either drop us
Yeah,
email.
because we want your questions. If you have any questions or you have any ideas for us, just drop your information to our email.
And that is canagirlandchristy@gmail.com.
Yes.
And another shout out and thanks to Jim Willis. He is our technical person today doing our camera work for us. So we will sign off for now.
Yeah. I'm signing off with Mrs. Roper.